get signal. Oh, no, it's recording to file. We'll upload it as soon as we get some signal. Can we say some words if let's get on there? Get in there.
Yeah, almost happy with.
Okay.
So this is a Runnymede Festival for Democracy. Had a big lineup of speakers and talkers, including Professor Guy Standing from School of Oriental African Studies, going to talk about the Magna Carta Precariat Charter. We had an agreement yesterday with the police and the council to have music here till 1 PM in the early morning, 1 AM, and now the police turned up today and said they'd heard the rumour there was a raid going on, which there isn't, and they put raid legislation on, and they're trying to stop people from coming in and out. They were letting residents in and out, people who live in the village, and now they're saying residents who live in huts in the woods have to provide ID, like an electric bill or something like that. How can people do that? So, you know, it's a blatant suppression of democracy. All people wanted was lots of, you know, talk and discussion about things. We're part of the Magna Carta celebrations, but unfortunately they're suppressing it, you know. The Consonant Co, they like to evict small children in the morning. They evicted Dale Farm very heavy-handedly, violently assaulted a lot of people. Bullies who like to pick on small children and families and evict them. And sold your souls to Babylon. Sold your souls to Babylon. You have to answer for it when you go to your next life, lads. So there are still ways to get in, basically. If you come down into the area, come and ring people. People know about various ways to get in. We want many people to keep trying to come in and get involved. You know, we've had Al Jazeera, you know, we've got world media coming over the weekend. We're going to stir up a big, you know, discussion about civil liberties, about land rights. What we've been calling for here is that disused land gets used to grow food and create low-impact off-grid homes.
Oh, it's dangerous, isn't it?
It's actually illegal to live sustainably in this country. There's hundreds of thousands of acres of land that's disused in this country. We've got the same land distribution since Norman times. I think it's about 0.68% own nearly 66% of the land, and we've had enough of it. We need a sharing out, and the protest is just going to get bigger. You know, we're going to occupy more bits of land and set up more eco-villages, and people need to get out there and reclaim some land, reclaim the streets and houses, you know, make a stand for democracy, because corporations are taking over our democracy. They're celebrating the Magna Carta out there. You know, rights to a fair trial. Our government has supported the removal of our rights to fair trial with extraordinary rendition, secret prison complex, what is going on. You know, when they removed our legal aid with the same law that criminalised residential squatting, you know, how can you get a fair trial when you can't even get legal aid support and this, that and the other? You know, we need a system change, not regime change in this country, and what's been called for is a citizens-led constitutional convention about, you know, let's have some fairer system created for everyone.
Because that's some of their rhetoric at the moment is about a constitutional convention, isn't it? But without the citizen-led bit, it's just going to be another corporate convention,
Well, they actually apparently consulted everyone very quietly and said, do you want to change the constitution? We've got an unwritten constitution here, and, you know, we need something written.
Patchwork.
And apparently only a few university professors knew about it. And do you know when they put it out? Oh, do you want to change your constitution? Right in the middle of the Scottish referendum.
Oh, right.
So all the media was focused on the Scottish referendum, and they did nothing on do you want to change your constitution? You know.
And if they had, then they'd have watered it down like they did with the AV thing, proportion of representation.
What we need to do is get, like Iceland, you know, they arrested the bankers, and they bailed out the people, gave money back to people who were in debt or paid off their mortgages or whatever, and then they designed a whole new constitution for everyone, and that's something that's going to be...
They're one of the only European economies that's flourishing since the crash.
Iceland?
Hey,
Right. Well, way to go, Iceland. Look it up, check it out online. Pots and pans and other solutions. I think it's film about it. You know, let's get rid of the bankers, jail them. Anybody else mix a loaf of bread, then you know, do your banker thieves £1 billion and they get bonus. You know, and austerity is a lie. They're taking away our schools, hospitals, you know, public services, welfare, old people's, you know, welfare system was given to us after World War II as a reward to the British people for fighting off fascism.
Under austerity.
Selling it off.
That was the last time we had austerity. They gave us national health and the dole and all that. So if you've tried to make your way here and you've had problems with people in silly costumes, what should you do?
Ring people that you know here, and they might be able to give you some help and advice and meet you somewhere and help you get in.
And if you don't know anybody here, or if the people you're trying to call's mobiles off persist, just keep around the perimeter.
Keep walking around the perimeter, and you might find some people who can help you to get in, and we're trying to get as many ways of helping people as possible.
Brilliant. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.